So this season, there's one shoujo romance anime, and it goes by the name of Honey Lemon Soda, and let me just say that this show has been really good so far. It's not the greatest shoujo anime ever or anything, but this series covers a lot of themes that I want to talk about that make this anime way better, so that is exactly what I'm going to do. So, let's get to it. One of my favorite themes that Honey Lemon Soda covers is all about overcoming loneliness. Our main character, Ishimori, is someone who has always been very shy and introverted and never really had any friends of any kind, and she was also bullied a lot. After entering high school, she wanted to start working on herself and try to make friends and be more open, but she really wasn't very good at that. We can see that she is slowly working towards that kind of growth, and with time, she will achieve exactly what she is looking for. Even just having one friend is very important and can really help you out, and that was Ishimori's struggle for so long, but finally, as the story has progressed, we have finally seen her slowly start to get herself a few friends, and that is exactly what she needed. I already touched on her loneliness, so I won't bring that up again, but friends can help you overcome a lot of things. They can help you grow and be better, and that is exactly what they are helping Ishimori do. She is slowly opening up more. She tells people good morning now. She also smiles and laughs a lot more. Honestly, it is pretty cool to see how this show has taken the concept that a lot of other anime also cover and make it their own. We don't get to see male tsunderes very often for one, so that's cool, but that's not it. Her friends are also just going to be her backbone in this story. Your past is your past, and you can't change it, but you can move forward. That is a really strong message that this anime tries to tell you. Your past is what makes you who you are today, so you may have regrets or you may hate your old self, but you have to keep moving forward because that is life. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready or to not hate yourself. Now, I know this is easier said than done, but if you don't want to let your past control you and instead move forward, then you'll be alright. That is exactly the lesson that Ishimori is trying to learn in the show. Ishimori is someone who lacks a lot of self-confidence, and that just comes from her past and all that she has had to experience. However, she is slowly learning to be more confident in herself, and that is allowing her to make friends and also to really just be happy. You can actually see her confidence go up slowly with each episode. At the beginning of the series, she wasn't even really able to complete sentences on her own because she was too nervous to get the words out. But now you can see her comfortably talking to people and also slowly being able to stand up for herself a little bit, which is really cool as well. One thing I really like about this show is that we are getting to see people who actually stand up for bullying and not just letting it happen. In real life, most of the time nobody is going to do shit to help, so it is cool to see here. Having people actually stand up for you and help you stand up for yourself is awesome, and it's absolutely what everybody needs in life, and Ishimori is no exception. This is actually the perfect time for her to meet such nice people who are going to help her out and also just be her friends. I really like how the romance is developing in this anime so far. It is actually pretty slow, but it's not a bad thing. We are slowly seeing the two main characters come together and get closer to each other. We are seeing how they interact, and we are seeing how that will impact their relationship. Ishimori has quickly grown feelings for Miura, however, because of her nature, she won't really say anything, at least not for now. But you know what? That is probably going to be a big part of her development as a character. I'm looking forward to seeing how their relationship develops more in the future. The character writing in this series is really good. I have so far really liked to see the development of Ishimori, plus the other characters have pretty interesting personalities. Ishimori makes a really good main character. She's pretty similar to a lot of shoujo protagonists, but not in a bad way. One thing you need to understand about shoujo is that most of the time, the protagonist is going to be some really shy girl who was probably bullied in the past, trying to overcome her past and be stronger. It is mostly how the premise is executed, and I really like how it is executed here. She hasn't just gotten better after meeting Miura. It has been a slow progression for her, starting with something as simple as just saying hello or good morning when you meet, and starting from there. Seeing her development so far has been really cool. Miura is also an interesting male lead, as it's not often that we see a male tsundere, but that is exactly what he is. He acts like an asshole, but he is actually a really nice guy. He has been trying to push Ishimori to be better. He stands up for her when she herself won't. He's really helped her to come out of her shell a lot, and you can see how they are both slowly developing feelings for each other. Miura's friends are, for the most part, with the exception of one scene, have been really nothing but nice to Ishimori and have accepted her as a friend. They are good people who didn't just stand up and watch the bullying happen and actually stood up to stop it. That, in my book, makes them awesome people. But they have also been really nice to Ishimori when they didn't have to be, which really just goes to show you what kind of people they are. Except for that black-haired friend, I think his name is Takia or something. He is the guy who has that one scene I was talking about. Honestly, I think he has ulterior motives, especially with how he spoke to Ishimori in that scene, but then again, who knows. Lastly, I want to briefly talk about Serena. She is Miura's ex-girlfriend, but that isn't a bad thing. She is kind and doesn't treat Ishimori like shit for being close to him. If anything, it's the opposite. It seems like she is encouraging her to go for it. Serena is a surprise character in a story like this because usually the ex in these stories is some jealous person who gets in the way of our main characters. But that is not the case here, and it is a breath of fresh air for sure. The character writing in this anime is actually fairly good, and a big reason I have been enjoying this anime so far. Honey Lemon Soda is a pretty solid anime with fun characters, a good story, and decent production. This isn't the best anime out there, hell, it's not even the best shoujo anime out there, but it has still been really fun and has given me some enjoyment for sure. Alright, so that was the video. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like on this video, and subscribe to the channel as well. It helps out a bunch. And if you do decide to join the community, then I guess I'll see you next week with another video. Bye!